That's just what I have.
Okay. Hey everybody, Nicole here with Repairs First Association. With me, I have Mark with Axiom Armor, and we're going to talk about the new product launch, the deal for RFA members. And if you're watching this recording, either be on YouTube or in an email or on the RFA platform. Well, if you're on the RFA platform, then you're already a member. But if you're not a member, you definitely should check out the RFA for amazing deals, training, support, masterminds, coaching, all of it. You name it, we do it. And so I'm glad to have everybody here. Um, ones of you that are actually on here right now with us, feel free to unmute, ask questions. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can just put a question in the chat and I'll be monitoring it while Mark's talking. So Mark, go ahead and tell us about you. If somebody is just watching this for the first time and maybe they don't know what it is exactly that you do, I doubt that, but just give like a little spew about what you guys do and who you are, and then get started with whatever you want to talk about with this product line.
Cool. So I'm Mark Pauly, founder of Axiom Armor. Been in the industry for since 2014, whatever that is, like 11, almost 11 years, I guess. And kind of out of the repair industry is kind of how I got started. Out of that, I saw a huge need for something like this where you don't have to worry about stock balancing for all the SKUs and all the different models that are out there, and you can have nearly 100% coverage at all times. So decided that I would kind of go on this venture, start another company, and that was, I guess, 2016 now. And yeah, just holding on. I'm along for the ride, and it's been crazy, but
And you own a
we're
store. You actually
I
own two, but you
do.
kind of like franchise one.
Yep,
So
yep.
you're not like talking from a perspective of someone who's just selling a product to a store. I think that's really important to know that you
Yes.
actually run stores so you know what's going on every day, what they're dealing with.
Absolutely. I do. And so I still work in the store, typically like a day a week, give or take, just to keep my thumb on the industry. Um, so yeah, I do. I know what you guys are going through. You cell phone repair shop people, um,
Mhm.
and yeah, it's very important to kind of talk from that perspective as well, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So what are
So
the biggest differences between maybe your current line if somebody has it, and then what is the new line? What are the differences?
yeah, so I'm first of all, I'm very excited to be here, kind of talking about this for the first time on any platform. Thanks for the invite as well.
Yes.
And so we have we've come a long way. We really have. So we started out, like I said, 2016 with a cutting machine that um, needed to have a cell phone to be able to have the app, and then you would choose your phone and send the cut job to the machine via Bluetooth. Since then, we've went through a couple different iterations, and we started building in the touch screen and Wi-Fi and Android, and having kind of the app built in. And that's done really well because you don't need a secondary device to be able to cut screen protectors for your customers. Um, but we always got the question like, oh, do you just put the phone in it and it installs it? No, you don't. And kind of overcoming that obstacle has been about a 2-year journey now with me going to the drawing board and trying to figure out, can this be done? And like, or anything can be done in my mind. So how can we do this rather?
Right, right. I like that.
So
Yeah, it's just like, how do we get
this,
there?
yeah. So this machine basically combines anything that we've ever done as far as technology in our machines. It's got Wi-Fi built into it, Android operating system, and the whole database is in it as well, of course, for over 50,000 different cuts we have in the database now.
Wow.
Um, and
So even the
so the
random
biggest,
phones that they might not have a case for, like just sometimes that walking
oh
off the
yeah,
street. I used to experience that all the time. And I'd be like, I don't get it enough to go buy the products, but it's like, hey, Heman,
hmm
um, but it's like I still want to service the customer, but I don't want to go out and buy a bunch of different cases for it. So they can, you've got the odd
Exactly.
ones.
Yeah. So this is a blue phone. I mean, T-Mobile have their own, I guess, Revel series, and how I pronounce it. I really don't know if it's Revel or Revel or whatever. Um, anything is going to be in there. We have like 99.9% coverage of cell phones, and that's we sell in other markets like Europe and
iPads or
Australia. Yeah, yep, iPads, all the tablets. You're never going to be able to stock all this stuff. Never. It's impossible, except with a system like this. So with our newest machine, we have combined everything that we've done before, and now it's got in the top, you do put your phone in it, and it does put on a screen protector for you. Um, this
wow.
does this does so many different things. um, First and foremost, it is like you it installs it. You don't have to do that part anymore. We've had some
But
people
how does it
have
achieve that? I mean, there's a mold, you put the device in, an iPad, or is it just phones?
great
And it
question. Yeah.
aligns and it gets tight, and then there's something that comes over the device and puts it on for them.
Now I feel like my machine doesn't mean as much because you just told everybody exactly, having nothing to, no knowledge of it actually, how it works. That's how
I
it
was
works.
guessing.
Well, this is a nice lab. We'll see y'all now.
Okay.
Um, no,
Sorry,
but you're
Mark.
exactly right. So you open up the top, you align it by just taking the charging port and putting on this dowel rod in the side of it. And then you literally take the screen protector after it cuts, put it up on top on a couple posts. It kind of just hovers over it and it doesn't touch it. You shut the lid, you hit a button, and 2 minutes later, you're done. So it does align it. The biggest challenge with it's unfortunate. I think we've made a product that's super. I'm going to get rid of this blue phone. I don't really like this thing. Um, it's unfortunate that some people haven't been able to grasp the installation. But I'd say probably 2% out there. Just I don't know how to put these things on, Mark. And it's super easy now. Like the training for your technicians is nothing. If you can get on Facebook and make a post, you can now flawlessly cut and install a screen protector.
Heman, do you have one of these machines? You can shake your head yes or no. You look busy. You don't. Thinking about it.
Now these aren't out yet. We have our prototype. So we have not shipped the first batch yet. They are in production.
Okay. What is delivery turnaround and what is pricing on the machines and what is a deal for RFA members, or do you have any of that information yet?
Yep. So retail is gonna be $4.99,
And that's the machine
and
and
that's the machine itself. We have them on the website right now as a launch special for $50 off. And RFA members also get a 15% price reduction site wide, which does include the new machine, all the films for it, and
okay.
everything else. And that's one of
Awesome.
the largest discounts that we offer. Kind of our cap has always been at 10%, but Brian
Mm.
came to me, he's like, hey, our members are important to us and need to be
Yes.
treated like royalty. And he beat me up a little bit. And I'm like, okay, you can get another 5%.
I
So
believe it. Okay, let's see here. I'm pulling up the website and I'm going to share the link here.
you can
Equipment.
actually see a brief video on how it works on the website. Um, in the header,
The header?
let me get on
Okay,
this.
hold on.
There's
Am I
a
doing
link that says see it in action. Also, there's the play button right in the center of the screen. Um, so you can get an idea how it operates. The
screen share?
That's a good idea. You got all
Yeah.
the technology.
Yes, let me just zoom out a little bit here because there we go. Okay. All right, I think we're share ready. Let's see here. Well, I feel really special because we're hearing about this before you've even officially announced it. So that's pretty cool
We
that.
Yeah, we announced it the first I really dived deep into it. Um, there you go. That's it. It's kind of jumpy for me, I guess, because it's streaming a stream, but you get the gist. So you put it on the charging port.
Oh,
It
wow.
aligns it. Choose what you want to cut for. Put the film over it. Skip the spot there, but you shut the lid, press the button, and then once you lift the lid, that's what you're left with.
Very
We will
cool.
be we will have a more in-depth like training type video. This is more a promo video for it, but it's
Well,
going
let
to
me know
be
when you
it.
get the training videos because we would love to have those on the RFA LMS platform so they
Yeah,
could put
yeah,
their
sure.
employees. And so when they want to order, they would go right here or
Yep,
this one?
yep. Go there. It's on the left.
And for their RFA deal, they would probably just email you directly because they have to go through the portal.
Yeah, there's actually a link. If they're an RFA member, they would have access to the special link that tags their account for
Yes.
getting that deal.
Yeah, so if you are an RFA member, go into rfamembers.com, click products, and go down to Axiom, and then just enter that form, and that would add it to your account. Awesome. Okay, well, this is great, Mark. This looks really good.
It is definitely a labor of love because the industry as a whole, like I said, we got some pushback from people like, this looks difficult. You got to install a screen protector, manually. And so this kind of eliminates even the employee training aspect out of it.
Ian
Obviously,
asks,
go
just
ahead.
to be sure, this is just a machine that applies the screen. Would you still need the cutting device?
No. So that's everything is built into this one machine.
It's
And
all in one, cutting and everything.
yep. So down in the very front, that front flap comes down. Yep. And you
Uh-huh.
put the film in there. That's where it will cut it. You put the phone up top, and then you'll take the film out, put it up on top, and shut the lid and press the button.
Ah, okay, okay.
So you had mentioned something earlier, and I wanted to clarify it. This will cut film up to like 11-inch iPad size. It will only do the installation on cell phones and only cell phones that fit in this. So if you have, right now, it can't do the mini. We're working on a little jig to send out letter like the iPhone mini series. It's a little too small, so we're working on something that's able to buffer that. But most normal bar size phones, it will work with.
Do you guys buy back the cutting machine? I bought mine less than a year ago.
Unfortunately, no, because technology moves so fast, and values of things just drop naturally. Unfortunately, we don't have any buyback program or trade-in program or anything at this time.
Got it. We've got,
So I have a
go ahead,
question.
Heeman. Yes, go ahead.
I have a couple of questions and a discussion. So I have been thinking about this ever since I first heard about it, and I'll probably pull the trigger here shortly, especially since it looks like the RFA deal is a little bit better discount than just the launch discount that's on the main
Yeah.
site.
Right.
So which is cool, but I would keep the old cutting machine that I have because I can still put the regular type of film cut on those machines on like folds and flips. And this would not do those.
So
A
yes, it
fold
will
won't,
cut it, but it won't
yes, but
install it.
they won't install it. So,
Right.
you still have to do a manual installation. So I might as well have one off to the side. But
Yeah.
isn't this one only, is this regular film as well as the hard glass film? Or does it only do
Correct.
glass?
It does both.
Okay. All right.
So
That's good clarification.
yeah, so in the what Nicole was alluding to, having a master's degree and everything screen film, um, she, she was alluding to how it kind of works. So there is, you know, once it's in the machine and the film is placed on it, which is buffered by those two little nylon hooks that are on each side of that phone in the screenshot Nicole's got up.
Right.
You literally shut the lid. What happens on the inside is the top part of that lid is silicone that is suctioned down onto the film and presses it on with a heavy vacuum running on it. So it's able to take the bubbles out while it pushes that film on.
Right.
And then, yeah, that's pretty much how it works. But the glass part, the Axiom glass, it has UV light built in as well. So it's able to cure that also within that. So you would select when you put the phone in, you put the film in, shut the lid, you're going to select whether it's, you know, the standard or the UV curing type. And it will, you know, takes about three more minutes for the curing on that type,
Okay.
but yeah, does
Yeah.
both.
So it would vacuum it out and press it on. And then if it's the glass, it would then take extra time. You know, but first it would
Correct.
install it
Yep.
as though it were just plain film, which we do anyway when you put Axiom glass on a film or on a phone. And then it would cure
Right.
it and then notify you that it's done and ready to be taken out, which is really
Right.
cool. This
Yeah.
does not use other types of sheets, or do you have to buy different types of film sheets than what you buy now?
That's
There,
very
it is different. The reason being is it's shaped in a little bit of a different size, and it's also designed so that the tabs that actually hook onto those four posts on each side or the top and bottom of the phone, those tabs aren't present on the current film.
Right.
Although if you want to use this machine and you just don't want to have any other machine, it still will cut this type in the cutter part. It just won't install this. It has to be the other one to install. So if you have extra stock laying around of, you know, the regular stuff that we've got, you can still use that. You just have to install it manually. The automatic installer is only compatible with the 5.0 film.
Okay. Another question. So, and I forgot my question. Gee
That's all
whiz.
right. Anybody else too? Heman, these are great questions. I really appreciate this. This is great.
Yeah.
Um, is this triggering anybody else? If you don't want to unmute, you can just chat in. Do you have the original machine already? Do you have any questions about upgrading or changing over to this machine? We got some people that had just
Oh,
joined.
I remember my question.
Go ahead, Heman.
For RFA members or for whatever, when you sell the different types of film, there's a certain cost per 20. Is the cost on the new types of film with the pre-located retention holes significantly more, or is it about the same so that the cost per cut, you know, and the profit margin is similar, or is it something we ought to just really pay attention to because it's 10% higher or 20? I just am curious.
Where is it on
Yeah.
here?
Yeah.
Mark?
Yep. Yep. You can show that.
This
Go
right
to
here?
screen film, click that one. Yeah.
Plan to be here.
And then the first that says image coming soon, because we haven't gotten our retail packs in yet. Those are the new ones. But you can see $83.99 is for the Axiom glass. So if you scroll down to that blue package, that's our current Axiom glass. And you'll see it's the same price.
Same price. Awesome.
And if you're RFA, you get 15% off. So there
Yep.
you go.
We kept our pricing the same.
That's good.
It's just
Yep.
you know, and well, I say that because right now we haven't gotten a shipment in with the new tariffs. We may have to adjust for that. Once we get our next shipment in, I'll kind of know, but at most it's going to go up 10%, which I don't want to get into politics, but we might have to do that just simply for that tariff reason.
Oh, wow. Okay. We've got a question here. Few questions. I have the original machine. Not every cut is perfect. How do we report feedback to fix the issue? Also, when a cut fails, how can we get a refund? Also, any referral discounts for referring people?
Um, no referral discounts. Um, but you can email me that. We can explore that. I've done it in the past and I've never really, they might have one or two machines that get sold and it's just like I gotta sell the stuff up for this,
Yeah.
couple thing. But to answer your other question, Nicole, if you scroll to the top of the page and go to support, if you have any issues at all, um, that is just hover over it right there. And then, so you have a drop down here. You have help my machine's out of cuts. So that's if your machine has zero cut balance, you fill out that form. We take care of it in the back end. If something doesn't cut right or if something's missing from our database, the second item is to request an addition or modification. And then under that is kind of an answer to your question. Something didn't cut right, you can request a reimbursement through that defective screen film reimbursement link there.
I hope that answered your question here. Thank you. Yeah. So slide, just, reach out, I'm sure
Yep,
they will help you all the way. So thank you for the question. That was a really, really great question.
absolutely.
We did not demo the machine. He's just announcing it officially here. We'll do another one of the demo, but he wanted to do just an official announcement. Officially announced it. Where else? Yeah.
So Mark, if we order one right now, you do have some in stock or not yet?
We do not. They're expected to
Okay.
ship next month.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's why we didn't demo it. But as soon as he gets them in, we're going to have a demo call, so you guys can look out for that too. And he'll show the whole machine, the process, do a few of them. It'll be really thorough. So we just wanted to get information out there so you guys knew, and you also understood the discounts that were related to what's online right now for it being $50 off plus 15% for RFA members. So we wanted to make sure that everybody understood that and get any questions. Okay.
Another benefit specifically with this machine is so you already have, I would venture to say most of us have high turnover. I know that I have had a high turnover in the past. And we have even a higher turnover because we're near a very large university and we hire people out there that's just kind of in and out, so they're not going to be there. They're not going to be like career technicians or what have you. So the nice thing about it is the training aspect. So if you're not having to train someone how to put on a screen protector and you can just tell them, put the phone up here, press iPhone, whatever, it'll cut it, stick that off out of the machine underneath, put it up top, shut the lid and press a button. That's very simple. So you're gonna save a little bit of money there on your training. If you have high turnover, you're gonna end up selling more because the people know how to do it right out of the gate.
Yeah, that makes sense. What is the max size that can fit in the device?
So it'll cut up to 11-inch underneath for like iPad Pro. The install is for phones only.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else that we need to go over? Are we good to go? Anybody has any more questions, concerns?
I wanted to mention again, like if you're an RFA member, you get 15% off site-wide. So this is the largest discount that we actually can offer and make a few cents.
And I'm going to
If we
tell you
didn't
guys,
have,
when you
go
log
ahead.
in here, sorry, Mark, I wanted to show them how to access
Oh,
your
you're
discount.
good.
Sorry. RFAmembers.com, when you log in, see, I've already logged in, but you click products. If you've not done this before, you go to discounts. And all you need to do is go to Axiom and then complete the form. And that will tie the discount to your account. So then anytime you place an order, your discount would be there. It's a very easy form. It goes right to Mark's team, and they get it loaded right to your account. So
The really nice thing, if you're like I said, if you're an RFA member, you get a 15% discount. What does that equate to? Well, the machine right now is 450 on the launch special. So you also can double dip with your discount from RFA. That's 67.50
wow.
off. And so that the total is only going to be $382 if my math
Yes,
serves
you're
me right.
right. I was using a calculator.
You don't need that.
Good
I'm just playing.
math, Mark. I need it. I can't do any math without a calculator.
Well, you got me sold. So
That's awesome, Heman. Okay, well, you know how to do the forms. You've done those. So you probably already got a discount set up on there. So,
yeah.
He does.
Mark and I go back a ways. So
okay,
We
I
do.
it's
figured.
good,
Funny,
good
funny
stuff.
story. Funny story. Mr. Smith was my first customer other than my own repair shop.
What? Oh, that is awesome.
So he believed in me from the beginning, and him and I have been on the phone several times chatting about the industry and certain things. So,
I
yeah,
will tell you,
Yeah.
Heman is on every call that I do, and I really appreciate him showing up. It's like seeing a familiar face. I know he's going to come up with some good questions, and he's very interested in improving and always having the latest and greatest for his shop. So I love
true.
having Heman around. Otherwise, where's Heman at? He's not on the list yet.
Well, I'm the only He-Man you know. So
Yeah.
say
Awesome.
I love things that help change the game.
Yeah.
And this is that type of a thing.
Hmm.
It can make a real difference, so that it's something that can be promoted in various ways,
Yeah.
um, to make a repair shop be a bit unique in its offerings. And that's part of why I like the idea, as well as the fact that what Mark puts out is always really good stuff, technologically and, and its protection, etc. But this helps change the game for a shop so that it's more profitable and makes it easier to
I
do
have
your
a
business.
question. As a shop, I mean, this is a cool looking machine. Do you have it out where people can watch, or is this something you keep in the back room and you put it on and come out with it?
Oh yeah, I wish I could walk my camera out and show. We have a counter, and up front we bought one of those big toolboxes on wheels. They
Okay.
have the big drawers, and we
Mhm.
face
Yeah,
the back of that toolbox out next to our display counter with the used devices in it. And right
Oh,
on top is this machine. And we have a poster that says, here's where you get your Axiom protection, etc. And we have
nice.
phones set up next to it with the privacy film, the classic film, the glass film, and the prices and everything. So people can see this, and then they'll watch us cut it. They'll watch us install it right there on top of the device counter, and
I love that.
I I just think it makes it more real for people and appealing when they can see that they're being taken care of with good technology and good products. So we want it out where
yeah,
they can see it.
Accurate. Okay,
absolutely.
cool.
100% agree. It's a show for a customer. And yeah, it makes them feel a little bit more value. You're customizing this right here, right now for me on my
Yep.
whatever the heck phone they have. Yeah.
And if
Awesome.
if you're careful on how you present it, I found that it can be presented as a premium option. And
Yeah.
so this is usually like the glass stuff. We'll tell people this is usually say $60. Of course, you just got a phone fixed, so you get $10 off.
Oh,
And
nice.
they're
Yeah.
getting a deal, but we're still making a good margin, a really good margin.
That's awesome.
And
Flora, you've been
Sure.
on a lot of my lives recently too. I recognize your name, so thanks for being here. She comments, I love it, brings more value to the product, in my opinion. Yeah,
Yep.
definitely. Showcase.
Yeah, my audio is actually working right now. So hi.
Oh, I hear your voice. I know the last one you couldn't, your audio wasn't working.
Yep, yep.
It's good to have you on. I know you've been a member for a few months, so yeah, it's good to learn about new things. So All right. Well, if you guys have any other questions, Mark, is there anything else you want to say before we go?
No, I really think that's it. It's just, an all-in-one solution for screen protection and now installation. So yeah, that's pretty much
Okay.
it.
Well, we'll be looking forward to the demo once you get them in. So let me know because I'm going to be hot on my toes wanting to know when we can do a live and let everybody see the demo.
Yep, I will. Absolutely.
Okay, thanks everybody for being here. If you're not an RFA member, please sign up if you're watching this on YouTube or wherever. And if you are a member, we really, really do appreciate you. See you on the next live.
Yep. Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.